Good? Good morning, young and powerful MTC students. I am one of your English teachers. My name is Mr. Jacob. Today, you'll be getting a lot of videos by different teachers, and we're going to try and help you with different things. But today, I'm here to teach you about academic adjectives and comparative adjectives. These are two things that you should be somewhat familiar with, but again, when we learn a language, we go through things over and over until it goes into our heads. So let's start today with this part in your book. So we're here on Unit 1 on page 23. Unit 1, page 23, academic adjectives. So your job here is to match the adjective with the definition. That can be a bit tricky if you don't know the word. So you could use a dictionary, you could use Google, but I've made a little something to help you. Okay, so let's look at these images. Endangered, pandas. Not many pandas, so you could probably connect that. Not many pandas, endangered. You also see danger here. Aggressive. I think we know what this dog is. He is healthy. I think you know that word. I'm pretty sure you know that word. Familiar. Familiar is something you know this. You've seen this bird before, right? Many of these in Oman. Same thing, common. These two are synonymous. Common. You know what kind of tree this is? Have you seen this before? Yes, you have. Okay. Weak. I am obviously super strong, but this guy is, yeah. And then cruel. This might be a new word for you. Cruel. Not very nice. Okay, so what you need to do now is go into your book and connect these. Let's do the first one together. Endangered. Endangered. D. Facing a high risk of extinction. Extinction means it's going away. I mean, maybe they're all gonna die. Okay, let's go to the next part now. So it's your job now to connect all of these. I'm not gonna do all of them with you, but you should be able to do them. I think you are. Okay, now we have comparative adjectives. When we compare things, we have to use the comparative form, so the word changes a little bit in English. All right, so let's look at comparative forms. I have that here for you. Okay, when it's one or two syllables, really shorter words. Okay, big, bigger, weak, weaker. You put an ER, quite easy. Healthy, well, this is a little bit longer word, but we change it, especially when there's a Y, and then we put an IER, healthy, healthier. And then here we have one, cruel, crueler. A little bit tricky, you add an extra L and an ER. Okay, when it's a bigger word, generally a bigger word, endangered, we just put a more in front. So more endangered. Aggressive, less aggressive. Familiar, more familiar. Cruel. Look, we had cruel here. Cruel is one of these words that can be either or. You can put crueler or more cruel, up to you, whatever you like. Okay, now let's go back to the exercise in the book. Please fill out this grid with these. So here, lots of answers have already been given you. Weaker than, okay, so weaker, weaker, weak, weaker than. What else would go here plus ER plus then? It would be ER. Okay. Adjective plus ER plus then, one syllable. So small, smaller than, right? All right. Finally, so remember, do the rest, okay? And then we're going down to the last part. Now we're gonna use what we learned in the first two exercises to finish these sentences. But it's important. You should have already read this in the reading before, the prior exercise. So this comes first. This will help you to do this, because they're talking about squirrels in here, a little animal. And then here we're talking about squirrels again. But let's do the first two examples together. The red squirrel is smaller and than the gray squirrel. So things that are smaller are generally weaker than. Okay, 2. Gray squirrels are generally than their cousins because gray squirrels are not affected by the parapox virus. So I'm going to say healthier than. Gray squirrels are healthier than their smaller cousins. Okay, you please do number 3 and number 4. And that's it for today's comparative adjectives with Mr. Jacob.